Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got another banger today. We're going to be breaking down some more tape. We got Quentin Johnston. And we're just going to go right into the tape. I've watched, I think, one game of him so far. And an interesting player I want to break down. I'm not going to, just like a disclaimer in general, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of scouting. I'm not going to be going 300 deep like I have in the past. No Leonidas shit, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully, I don't know, like if I can get 100 done, something around that, a good like top 100 cents, I think is good. Like this isn't something I'm doing full time. This is a side thing to a side thing to a side thing. You know what I'm saying? So this is something I try to fit in every few days. And then when I get more to the bottom, I'm gonna be doing more, and I'll be able to pump out more players. I won't watch as much. Right? Like these top guys, I really want to get a good sense of this first round or so. And then when we get into like day 2, day 3, you know what I'm saying? Not gonna go too hard on those, but anyways, let's get into this tape right here. We're just gonna watch this one game of his. I know my film breakdowns can get a little bit on the lengthier side. I usually don't like to rewind a whole lot or be talking, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna like, you know what I'm saying, what I'm watching, I'm just gonna like speak my thoughts out loud. Usually I'm just making mental notes and doing my grades and all that. But I want to try to break it down what I'm seeing. And this is really just me freestyling here. So Quentin Johnston, before we get into this, he is, I think, the consensus wide receiver 1. I want to say. I've talked to people who have him wide receiver 1. I'm gonna be honest though, the one game I watched didn't really see it too much, but I'm gonna get more into the specifics of his game, what I like, what I don't like, what's his upside, all that good stuff. So here, let's go right into this Kansas game real quick. You see him in the slot right here, play action. Nice little out route right here. No one really covering him. You got these guys biting down. The safety's not even close, so this is a pretty easy route. All right, gonna do a good job. Also, I like how he kind of slows down. This receiver gets bumped right here. I don't know if he's supposed to clear out, but he gives his quarterback a nice target, especially when these linebackers are down. The safety's so far inside, he's not gonna catch you. You got like a ton of space to work with. In terms of the catch, kind of lets it get into his frame a little more than you'd love. He is wide open. Doesn't really attack the ball there, and that is something I did notice in the other game I watched. Is for someone as tall as he is, I'd like to see him attack the ball more. But we'll talk more about that. And it did show up on that one particular play. Here we go. I'm gonna kind of skim through these run plays where he's not doing much. All right, here we go. A little stop route. Looks like an RPO. Not even sure if he's really an option, but free release. Nice little stop and start here. He has very, very good acceleration, you'll notice, and this is a nice little route. This is the agility traits, the feet, change of direction, all that look really good there. And you combine that with the height and the speed, you can understand why people really, really like him. I see. Well, I'm not gonna skip past like run blocking plays, but like these, he ain't even blocking. You know what I'm saying? So they're giving him free releases. A little shallow right here. Gonna make a guy miss. There's some nice rack right there. Nothing too special on the route. It's a free release. But there is a defender, I believe it's this, or actually no, it's like is that a D lineman dropping? Yeah, it's an edge. So he's going to try to pick up this crosser. He's in position, but a nice move by Quentin Johnston. pretty impressive rack stuff right there. Didn't see a whole lot of like rack opportunities in the one game I watched, but this is nice to see. See some of the agility, making guys miss. Again, for his height, what is he, 6'4", 6'3", something like that. I think he tests well agility-wise. Tests well in general. And I would also like to see TCU just get him involved with rack stuff a lot more than they do. That's just a scheme thing. I don't know if in the NFL if he's going to be that kind of rack player, the Deebo Samuel role, if he will. We'll get into where I think he should fit. Here we go, a little run play. Again, they're giving him free releases. I was kind of hoping that we'd see more press stuff because I wanted to break that down. You want a part 2? I probably won't make a part 2 on Quentin Johnston. I'll probably be just done with his eval. But yeah, there we see another stop route. Again, he's going to press his defender vertically, even in the red zone. Gets him to kind of take a little false step, and he's going to get separation here on the outside. I like the stop and start ability. I'd mostly like the acceleration here. You see how quickly he's able to get upfield. That's really impressive. That's really what stood out to me the most, even beyond his speed and his size. His ability to get going quickly, the acceleration. Really love that. Here we go on a looks like another shallow, but he turns it into a deeper cross because of this defender, right? So you got a shallow here. He's going to break this off deep, maybe an option route. Finds a nice little soft spot in the zone. Nice throw by Duggan there, too, under pressure. Nice little catch there. Takes a hit. Again, ball is getting into his body. Nitpicky, sure. But he does not attack this ball. This ball just gets into his frame, and he's going to take a hit from the safety. Now he does hold on. But just make that an easier catch. Go up and attack the ball. He's a big, strong guy. Plenty capable of going up and attacking the football. But he's just not doing that. See some of the speed on that play. And they do not press at all. It's soft quarters. Not too much going on here. Looks like a little clear out. Alright, is this him up here? I don't even know if that's him. It doesn't really look like him. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't think it's him. No, it's not him. I was about to say, I don't even think he's on the field here. So we'll just ignore that. Going like post route. There is an opportunity to throw this. Now he's on the run. Nice little post route there. Played the leverage well. And there is an opportunity, right? Difficult throw, but in this case, right, I believe this is cover 3. Maybe like a rip Liz or something like that. He's carrying this defender, this overhang. He's carrying the route vertical. Got a middle third safety. He's going to do a good job, attack that leverage, go inside, and then if Duggan wanted to, maybe if he had better protection, would be able to maybe fit this ball in deep and have a nice opportunity at least like a one-on-one ball with the safety, where Johnson has good leverage, good positioning, and can go up and attack the ball, but that wasn't really the case there. I will say this game is already much better than the last one I saw. I'm gonna have to watch some more of them for sure. Guess ignore some of these. Here we go on a screen. Pretty nice rack there. Nothing too special. Don't know if they messed up the block in there, or if they just want to combo that corner. Anyways, nice little job of a fun little short area to get through. Fall forward for a couple yards. Agility's pretty nice. A lot of people like the Kevin White comp. I've seen that a lot. I didn't really watch a ton of Kevin White, so I can't make that one. We're on these in-breaking routes. Here it's press, but he's not getting jammed, right? And here's an underneath defender. One thing I'll bring up here, and that I saw a lot in his other games, a lot of wasted movement in his routes, and this was very apparent when he was pressed. Here now you have actual bodies around him, right? He hops around. I guess I'm saying if he just runs this straight, right, avoids this defender, he doesn't even this is not even a good rub route if that's what they're going for, right? Because it's running backs on a wheel. You got him here. You'd at least want to get a good rub, but he doesn't get that, and he slows down. Now he can't really. This is a tighter throw. He still makes it. Again, lets the ball get into his body again. He just does not attack the football, I guess. And I didn't notice that too much in the last game. But this one is man, ball just getting into his body every play. He just doesn't attack the ball. There should have been a more open throw. They should have been open by... I mean, he is still open. Sort of. But, I mean, at this point, again, he hops, so this defender's already catching up. He should be running across the field open by 5 yards here. Make this an easy throw. With maybe some rack. Instead, it's a fairly tight throw. Still makes a catch, but... probably should have been better. Here again, from kind of a slot. Now, he's not in the slot, but we got a stack switch release, if you want to call it. He takes an inside track. And this defender's his leverage is all outside and vertical. And he's going to attack that the other way inside. Gets open. Nice little route there. And back foot in the ground. There's a middle zone that he can pass it off to, but nice little route there. The other game I watched, he was more outside, but I mean in this game, I was even thinking, right? His last game he was playing outside, but I thought he had a better skill set for the slot as a big slot type of guy, and I like some of his reps from the slot in this game. So I think they got the wrong player again. I don't even know that's him. Doesn't even matter. All right. You want to get him from the slot. Run a little dig. Right. You got the running back motioning out. He's going to become the number one. Johnston's the number two. He's going to run a dig across the field. Again, free release. He is going to get open because his linebacker kind of misplays it, and he's also way faster than him. So there's an opportunity to throw that ball. Nothing too crazy going on there. Let's get through some of these. You go again, outside receiver, right? Looks like cover 3. He's not even getting jammed. Already a lot of separation. This corner's giving up a lot of ground to the inside, especially because there's no defender really to pass this off to, right? He doesn't really get out of this break super well. Okay, gets up the field pretty good. The defender's able to close space. He doesn't attack that leverage at all. He has a leverage. Right, look how much separation he just gets off the rip inside. He's already open by a couple yards. Instead he plays into that defender's leverage. See, he kind of presses up back to the sidelines, and then he's not get out of his break super well. Easy transition for the corner. He's right on him. No separation. A little bit disappointing there. And that's what I'm also saying. Like, I just think he's a slot receiver. I don't really like the way TCU used him. I'm going to be quite honest. I feel like he could have been a more productive player. I feel like he could have been used better. Here he is in the slot. Here we go. And boom, he's targeted. What do you know? Now again, free release. He's on a safety. They're bringing like a blitzer. These linebackers on run fits. There's a lot of space just working. Easy dig. There's some nice rack. And there's the speed. All right. And then he turns into Derrick Henry, I guess. Yeah. Nothing too crazy on the route side. This is mostly a rack. Nice little awareness there. Just throws kind of behind him. He's got a safety right here. Boom, foot on the ground. Spins out. Get upfield. Use that speed. Use some power. It's a big time play. And that's more so after the catch stuff, the trade stuff. And I think he can be used in the NFL to tap into that more in the slot, more in the outside. Especially, not even just like traits wise, right? But his overall skill set just fits the slot more. The way he runs routes, the way he attacks leverage, the way he's better after the catch. Certain routes that he runs are more, I think, suited for the slot. There's a nice little stop route here. Again, playing off coverage. He's got that vertical speed. Corner's going to turn his hips. Nice little route. Gets open. Again, the rack. The rack. It's crazy. He's going crazy with the rack. I did not see this last game. Here we go again. He's just going to like spin out. Very aware, right? Very actually attacks the ball a little bit. Uses his hands a little bit. But again, his back's to the defender. He's able to just spin out of that easily. It's pretty nice stuff. Then stiff arm gets by him. Nice little move. Almost got away from that tackler. Some nice little rack stuff in here for a guy with this size. I'd love to see him play with his physicality in his routes. Now, we haven't really seen too much opportunity for that. Here we go on a little jet sweep. That's not the first. Yeah, I think it's not the first down. Yeah, not nowhere really to go here. He wins his block. Can't really get outside. The defender got off his block. If he was blocked better, he might have gotten some more yards out of that. Too much to take away. I don't even think he's even doing anything. Yeah, he's not even running a route. I want to see him on one of these jump balls, man. He's 6'4" or whatever. Actually, let me just Google his height. Yeah, he's 6'4". But they'll fade, like, just the height alone. I just want to see him play outside his frame. I just want to see it. Because I haven't seen it at all. That's right here. Again, he's getting a ton of cushion. But this is where you can be successful on the outside, right? Threaten the defender vertically and break off the route. He does that well when he doesn't have any type of press. He's able to sell his routes vertically. Not a great stem here. He like stumbles a little bit messy with the footwork. But still, he's able to stop and start very well. It's just like the route running, the finer details of it. I'm not an expert by any means. I always say that. I'm not a wide receivers coach. I'm just saying what I see. All right, Duggan. Yeah, a little slow coming out of this break. A little bit. It's fine. Done vertically. Doesn't really do it too well there, but he's getting a lot of cushion. I play real soft at Kansas. Talking about the corners. I don't know if they play like. That's a rub there though. That's a rub. Get a little stick. Whenever, get the flat out. Gonna sit down. I feel like we've seen better stop and starts from him on those stop routes, but that's okay. I mean, he's more so rubbing here, and he does a good job of that. It's a good play design. There you go. Take that shot. They gave him a chance, and he did not go outside his frame at all, and it cost him here. First of all, if you're Max Duggan, you have to do a better job of looking this off, because this probably shouldn't be picked off by the safety. Look where the safety is starting. He's starting all the way on here. You're throwing a go ball on the other hash. It's not even like a field side throw. It's a boundary throw. Let me just see his. I just need to see his eyes. I kind of did look him off. I tried to, but it didn't work. Didn't work. I mean, it's not a good throw, but like, I mean, if you're Quentin Johnston, what are we doing here? Did attack the leverage well and got the separation, but attack the ball. You're 6'4". He let him fair catch this. How are you gonna be a 6'4" field stretcher and have plays like this? This is like mind boggling. He might as well not have even been running. He didn't no effort to go for the ball. See, that scared of contact. I'm just confused. It was a good route too. He got the defender stumbling. Boom. Press that outside hip. Get him leaning. Play through a little bit of contact, and then just don't go for the ball and just let the safety pick it off. Not even see, even if you go for the ball, you can break it up. I guess it's not a great throw. There's a defender right there. Yeah. And that just that would piss me off as a receivers coach. I know that would. Man, just go get the ball. And that's just what's really bugged me this game. He's done some nice stuff, especially after the catch. Here we go here. See, his racks is nice in this game. I feel like rack. Which is weird, bro. He's 6'4". He's big. He might have been down there, but maybe not. But he's like a rack guy. He's like a Deebo Samuel type. Like LaVisca Chenault kind of. Yeah, that's not a great comp, but that's more what he plays more like a Chenault, a Deebo Samuel, than he does Mike Evans, Mike Williams. He plays way more like a Deebo type, like a big slot, a rat guy. He does not play like that outside. Your prototypical number one receiver. He just doesn't play like that, at all. Quite frankly. It's interesting. It's interesting. Would like to see him play from less free releases, but I mean, I guess that's all we're gonna get here. I guess, unfortunately, because there was some interesting stuff I wanted to talk about with his release, and then maybe have a discussion. Because I'm not an expert on these releases and all this nuanced route running stuff. Play a little bit of receiver at very low levels of football. Here we go from the slot, and he's open here. This is a deep throw. Right now, Duggan doesn't really look that way. He gets open. If that was thrown, there's a chance. So again, I think he's gonna be a nice field stretcher at the next level at the very least with his size. We haven't seen his ball tracking, but I really liked his ball tracking. Some of the stuff he did ball tracking. Obviously, that I'm differentiating ball tracking and ball skills, very different things. But he had some nice deep tracks. Even on that play that that was picked off, that was like bad ball skills. I still tracked that ball pretty well. Like, the safety wasn't there, it would have been a touchdown. But maybe he just didn't sense the safety. But he doesn't attack the ball at all. Here we go. He's gonna sit down right here. Young's gonna put this low because he's got a linebacker coming. He doesn't attack the ball. Let's go dive for this. He just lets it get into his frame so much. It's weird, dude. It's weird, and that might be able to get coached out of him in the next level. But I mean, it's kind of hard because he just, yeah, like, man, he's done that for however long he's played football, like probably like at least like 10-ish years. And it's at such a low level right now. It's like, how much can you really fix that? Lock two dudes at once here. Dang. Okay. This is a nice run blocking or screen blocking right here. Oh, he's gonna take out two guys. Boom. He like combos himself. Boom, gets to the second level. That's actually pretty nice. He might have gotten away with a little hold. He might have grabbed a little bit right here. But not really. That's a nice block. It's a nice block. Another reason he should play in the slot. Get that nice run blocking in the slot. Playing him a little more in there this game. And that's where he's having success. Corner out here. Not even really corner because he's in the turn, but more of a clear out, I guess. Nice play as always by TCU. But like, he doesn't even seem like a willing run blocker. Like, he had that nice block, but like, you don't see him go after blocks. He doesn't seem like the type of player that just like loves to be physical, which is okay. But you want to see a little more dog in him. I'm saying some receivers just love blocking and getting their hands dirty. I like to see that, but it's not some people's game. You see like a little bit of the release stuff, so I'm just gonna point it out here. I know it's like a goal line fade, whatever. It's a quarterback run, but man, his releases look ugly to me. They look like a lot of I mean, for people that are 6'4", this is normal. But like, yeah, he takes like a long time to get into his stuff. I know this is like a goal line fade, so it's more normal. This isn't like a great rep to point it out on, but his releases can be really slow. You know, he's trying to juke, do all this dancing around. I don't love that. I like guys that separate quickly. Like Devontae Adams, he wins very quickly and he does dance around, whatever. But he knows how to win quickly and get a lot of separation. Quentin Johnston does all that dancing stuff, and he really doesn't win off press nearly as well. Here we go again. Finds a little soft spot, sits down. Again, some after the catch stuff. That's like the 5th time we've seen him just like catch and then spin out of a tackle. Not easy to get on the ground with the first guy. Here we go. More reason for him to play in the slot. It's just his skill set is so much more oriented for the slot. I know the body type isn't, but I just like him so much more in the slot. I like him so much more in the slot. Oh, another shallow here. He's open. Again, you're going to see some speed here. Not too much going on. Yeah, he just makes guys miss. So much better with the ball in his hands for whatever reason than he is running routes. That's nice. I love his rack in this game. Well, I can get behind this a lot more than because I didn't really see a whole lot of this before. Man, the rack stuff is nice. Like this is where I can like, just from a rack perspective, I can see why people think he's a special receiver prospect. You see the height, you see the rack. He made some big plays on the field. I can see it. I can see it. He always makes first guy miss. I mean, not really a whole lot of room to get stuff done, but the first guy doesn't really bring him down too often. That's all I'm going to say. I guess people get like some Jamar Chase vibes from him. Yeah, he doesn't really play like Jamar, but like Jamar Chase always makes the first guy miss. So maybe they see like big, good rack, and then they think Jamar Chase. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't play like Jamar Chase at all, though. Jamar does not. Jamar goes after the ball. Here we go again. He does kind of try to go after it. The DB is just all over it. Kind of a late throw from Duggan, too. Again, it's going to be hard to run some of these routes unless you really get the DB's hips to turn. If they're given cushion and they don't turn their hips or have like vertical momentum, it's gonna be hard to separate on these routes. So he's able to drive on the ball. You can put on Quentin. Like he obviously could have gotten better, more vertical. Also drifts upfield in a stem too, and then doesn't come back for the ball. Like this just isn't really a good route. Like this is not a good like role for him. This is just not what he does well. Right, and he can run some of these stops well, but if he's not attacking the defender field, he drifts a little bit in his break. Then he's not going to attack the ball. So the DB can drive on the ball and make a play super easily. Like he's just not going to win on these in the next level. So where does he play? Here we go in the slide. He actually gets open. What do you know? Plays through some some contact too. He just plays so much better. Like he can really get the defenders to turn their hips and create separation of that a lot better in the slot. I don't know. I think he's also better going horizontally in a lot of cases. You can still win vertically, bro. I love slot fades. So man, you give him that room from the slot. Now you get the vertical stuff from the slot. You get the rack stuff. I don't know, man. I keep saying it, but like him as a big slot. Quite a bit more. Didn't really see a whole lot of run blocking in general in this game. I don't know. The run plays are in here. Here we go again from the slot. Gonna clear out behind this linebacker in front of this safety. He loves letting the ball get into his frame. Loves catching with the body. It's fine though. Fine one there. And looks good in the middle of the field. Do not see why he would play outside. But here they go again. So you can still attack vertically in the slot. And there you go. What more needs to be said? This is a beautiful track. A lot of contact too. Definitely interference. Again, like he just like the leverage is so much better from inside. Look at this. Safety's completely turned this way. Attacks that side of the leverage. Gets some separation to the outside in the slot fade. He has more room to work with. Tracks the ball real nicely. Able to bring it in over the shoulder. Shout out to Max Duggan for the dime as well. I don't know if he caught it, but in bounds, but you know, you get the interference at least. So that is all from this game. And my biggest takeaways, he needs to be in the slot damn near full time. Do not see why he's playing outside. His skill set is just so much better suited for the slot. The way he attacks leverage, I think his traits even are more translatable to the slot. He's got that acceleration. He's got some short area and quickness in there. Maybe not a guy that you're running on returns, pivots, a bunch of like option routes. But I mean on shallow crosses, on stop routes, on sticks, running stick, run to the flat, get him in the screen game, jet sweep game, and then opening him up vertically, clearing out routes from the slot, clearing out safeties. And then you can even throw it to him deep on post routes. He's got the speed, he's got the tracking. But, man, he's weird. He's weird because he's 6'4", and he does a lot of stuff that most 6'4" receivers don't do. Right? Doesn't play outside his frame a whole lot. Some of his stems and some of his breaks and some of his routes can be messy. Some of his footworks can be messy. We didn't really see a whole lot of stuff with his release, but I think he can work on that too. So, yeah, I mean, let me know what y'all think about Quentin Johnston. Very, very popular prospect. I think a lot of people are gonna talk about him. He's gonna be a very controversial prospect. I'm also really excited to see what he tests like at the combine, and he should test very well. I think he runs well. At least the 4.5s, maybe into the 4.4s. 4.3s maybe. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out. I'm gonna guess like a low 4.5, or I'm gonna say mid to high 4.4s. And I think he should test well on like agility stuff as well. We'll see. I'm interested in the agility stuff too. But he is an explosive player, so the broad jump, stuff like that, I think he tests well. I think he's going to have one of the highest RAS scores of all the receivers. I think it'll be close to, it'll be over 9, close to 10. But anyways, Quentin Johnston for y'all against Kansas. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. I'll be back with some more breakdowns.